Hello everyone, this is Dr. Good Vibe from OmegaSupreme.com. It is October the 6th, 2010, and we're here today to talk about currencies and foreign exchange news and commentary, as well as my own personal trading account and my own trading results. Let's take a look at today's calendar. Major news coming out today was ADP non-farm employment change. What does that mean? It is the ADP version of the non-farm employment change. It's got some predictive value because if we take a look at the actual calendar, the real non-farm employment comes out this Friday. And so basically it is supposed to come out before that and predict that. It was negative 39,000 compared to a forecasted positive 23,000. So what happened in the markets today? Well, the markets kind of tanked when it came to the currency because frankly, as long as unemployment continues to be down, the U.S. Federal Reserve will continue its state of quantitative easing, which only means that the U.S. dollar will continue to decline and depreciate. Let's see how it kind of referred to in regards to the Euro USD. Well, take a look. The Euro USD took off since the morning. As soon as that non-farm payroll information came out, basically we had a flat Euro USD, and then it started to take off. Let's zoom in here, and it started to take off like that. And it took off for its middle range of its regression channel. So still within the regression channel, still we're looking at a really healthy trend up. The Ishimoku indicator, basically right here, the Ishimoku Tenkan-san as well as the Kijun-san are still pointing upward. Everything's trending up, as well as the Ishimoku cloud. The Kumo cloud is still above price or below price, which means support. So what does that mean? The CCI is kind of up above 100, meaning overbought, but really I don't perceive this price to come down a lot if it does kind of cool off. It may cool off to 1.388 around the midpoint here somewhere and bounce off some resistance, but I don't really perceive this trend to change. Really, we're seeing a dollar negative trend right now, and I don't perceive that to be changing anytime soon for the Euro USD. Let's take a look at my USD Turkish Lira, USDTRY. Really, I put on a sell position earlier this morning or this last night, and an additional sell position, and it was pretty decent. Right now, all of my positions on USDTRY, I am up 518.5 pips and still holding on. Essentially, I've been selling from up here, and I've been selling all the way down. I didn't unfortunately get another opportunity to sell up here, but that's okay. Price is hanging around the lower part of the regression channel, so I don't expect to sell again around here. I might want to look for price to come back up to 1.4213, 1.42 even, maybe around the midpoint of the regression channel before I decide to sell again. Volatility is declining, and we're seeing an oversold indication on the CCI indicator. So really not any reason to add on to this position, but definitely a hold right now, and to capture the yield, capture the interest rate swap that happens on a daily basis. And really looking healthy still, no major indication to change on this trend, major trend. So we're going to continue to ride it out until we see the regression channel flatten out, and maybe the Kumo cloud on the Ishimoku indicator to flatten out as well. So very positive on the USD Turkish Lira. As I had said yesterday on the Aussie dollar outlook, I wasn't feeling very confident in my Aussie dollar positions as they were hanging around here last night. And I mentioned yesterday that I would probably close out a partial of my positions because I felt that there was negative news coming out of Australia and the regression channel had flattened out, and really I didn't feel good about it. That's okay. You know what? I closed a quarter of my position, so I still hold about 75% of my full position that I had in the Aussie dollar, and so I took some profits and then left it. And guess what? The price took off this morning and last night. Not a big surprise, because even though the Aussie dollar, the Aussies had negative news, the US had even more negative news. So in this case, we're looking at the lesser of two evils, which is the Aussies. And so because the Aussie dollar pays an interest rate swap, we're still seeing an increase here. I'm not sure how much further it will go. Will it go towards parity? It's at 0.97 right now. Possibly 0.98 would be a good resistance point, but really I'm not sure. And so what does that mean? I will hold on to my positions, but I'm going to be cautious about adding on to my Aussie dollar positions right now. I may add on another position at the lower part of the regression channel, or if I see a bounce off the Kumo cloud on the Ishimoku. But again, I'm seeing the Kumo cloud get smaller and smaller. I don't feel confident right now on adding any new additional positions until maybe around a good 0.96, 0.96 flat even, or 965. Really, I don't see any point to adding on to any positions right now. I will hold on to my positions that I have right now still, though. I'm up 458.2 pips on average on all of my positions. My average price was 0.93. So really I don't intend to sell any of my current positions, but I don't intend to add on to them. I'm just going to hold on for the yield and hang on tight for that. So moving on to my Hungarian forint positions, USDHUF. Wow, what can I say? I shorted again here a couple of days ago, and the market just tanked off of this upper regression channel as well as off of the Kijun-san, and supporting the Tenkan-san on the Ishimoku indicator. The CCI indicator showed a really oversold position over here, so we did see some buyback. And over here, the Bloomberg News did announce a few hours ago that the USDHUF was definitely oversold, and the Hungarian forint was overbought, so huge appreciation there. But really, again, it's the lesser of two evils. The US dollar, or rather US news, was so negative that really we're seeing far more positive news in regards to the emerging markets. So if we look at our 1 hour chart, we did some retracement. We did see about a 50% retracement, or about a 30% retracement on this big move, and yet it still continued to tank. I'm not sure if I'm going to add on to any positions right now. I definitely actually will not. I may add on a position if the currency comes back to its upper regression channel, and if it maybe touches its Kijun-san indicator on the Ishimoku. Probably not going to add, and going to hold on for that interest rate differential. The swap on the USDHUF is about 6-7%. Very good. Again, a high yielding currency that I may want to hold on to for a long time. If we look at a daily chart, let's look at a daily chart for the USDHUF. Really, let's zoom out. It is at historical levels right now, where it's got historical resistance from back in March, and so around here. So really, I'm expecting price to hang on here for a while, going kind of in a sort of a trading range. This may be fair value around here, so it may go kind of just hang out in a trading range unless more negative news comes out of the U.S. zone. Anyway, let's look at my results for today. This is today's results, October the 6th. Realized P&L were up 9.07% realized, which is fantastic. And net asset value, that's realized plus unrealized profit, I'm up 32.11%. Oh, and by the way, my positions on the USDHUF, I'm up 1,185 pips on average. That does not include my main position that I put on back on September the 13th, which is up 2,675 pips when I entered in at when I sold at 221.87. So doing amazing right now. I'm able to hold on to these positions and going to capture that yield on a daily basis. The S&P 500, let's bring that up. The S&P 500 has done not so great today. The S&P 500 has just been flat after that big move yesterday, has been flat today, as well as the TSX doing well today. So the TSX kind of flat, but did a little bit better than the S&P 500. So in comparison, I'm up 9.07% realized with 32.11% total net asset value. The S&P 500 is up only 4.18%, and the TSX is up only 2.96% since I started trading this account back in September the 13th. Not bad results, very conservative style trading. So far, ever since I started tracking this way, I haven't seen a negative value yet, a negative net asset value yet. So doing exceptionally well. Let's take a look at my risk and Sharpe ratios. So my average return right now is 7.52%. My Sharpe ratio is 4.36. So the higher the better. The Sharpe ratio, if you were to just track an S&P index fund, let's say you bought the ETF or so on, would be 1.49. So basically beating the S&P index fund by quite a bit on my Sharpe ratio. So this is an risk-adjusted return. So doing very well right now. We'll see in the next few days. I'm not as bullish as I was a couple of days ago because frankly the prices have just gone so fast towards the yield emerging market currencies. So not in the mood to add on to a lot of positions unless I see prices retrace a little bit. And my portfolio right now is fully balanced, so there's not a lot of need to add on to positions either unless I want to get more aggressive. So not in the mood for that. I may just hold on to positions through Canadian Thanksgiving and see it through the weekend until Monday when I can make another decision. But tomorrow, Thursday, is a solid trading day. You see usually more volatility on Thursdays, so it'll be interesting to watch, and I may change my mind tomorrow. Anyway, this is Dr. Good Vibe from OmegaSupreme.com as of October the 6th, 2010 at 5:58 p.m. Toronto Eastern Standard Time. Thank you.